Hello, today we are going to look at setting descriptions. I will give you the best strategy to write the greatest setting descriptions just in 2 paragraphs. I will also show you how to introduce a character towards the end, as a separate paragraph. So, let's start. Before you start writing your setting description, you must be aware of these features of writing, in order to create a clear picture in your reader's mind. If you are unsure about any of these, please look them up before you go any further. We will now imagine that we are shooting a movie and you are the director. What you want to do is to approach this setting in 2 steps. First step is to have a drone camera to take in the whole view around it, from high above the ground. You must make sure it does not zoom into your setting, but looks at it from a distance. We will call our first paragraph the drone paragraph. Your drone paragraph will describe the whole scenery with its unique atmosphere. This will include things like weather, or air conditions such as fog, mist or sunshine. Any physical features such as hills, mountains, or rivers. And it will also briefly talk about the mood. This is also where you involve your reader, and suggest how they would feel, if they were in your setting. Remember, you are looking at the setting from afar, so what you can see, feel, hear are limited by distance. Let's see this in action. We will look at some drone paragraphs, written by Year 5 and Year 6 pupils, for the opening battle scene, in Shakespeare's Macbeth. Read them carefully, and see if you can identify the drone paragraph strategy elements, as well as our descriptive language elements. Please remember to pause the video to read the samples. Let's find examples of our success criteria in the first text. Pause the video, if necessary. Think about the way these 2 paragraphs delivered the setting in a not-so-specific way. Mainly talking about geographical elements. Also, see if you can find the elements, which gave you clues about the mood of the setting. Before we look at our second strategy, take a break and see if you can write a paragraph like this for any of these pictures here. You can go back to the list at the beginning for our success criteria. How many of these features can you use? After our drone paragraph, as the director of the described scene, you will switch to a ground camera. This time, we will get near to the setting. Things we can see, smell, hear, touch, and everything else nearby will be described in detail. Our success criteria will stay the same. In our drone paragraph, we described the general landscape, where the battle in the play, Macbeth, was taking place. Now, we are going to zoom in and describe the setting, and the mood of the battle itself. Before I show how to introduce your character after these 2 paragraphs, I would like to show how you can use the drone and ground camera paragraphs in other settings. At the end of your second paragraph, you can use transitional phrases such as these that you see on the screen at the moment. Such endings will let you introduce a character into your setting, so that your next paragraph will be a close-up description of your character. In our drone paragraph, we described the landscape where the battle was about to take place. In our ground camera paragraph, we described the battle itself. Now, we will describe our warrior, Macbeth. Our success criteria will be the same. Have a look at these paragraphs, and see if you can spot any elements of the success criteria. Here is a full text by a Year 6 pupil. Now you have learned how to use the drone, ground camera, and character methods. You can try and write your own setting descriptions. Please feel free to share them in the comments, to show your good work. Also, remember to subscribe and like the video, if you found it useful. Thank you for watching.